Hey folks, in today's video we're back with more unseeded high score Balatro. In this run, everything seemed to come together perfectly to set up for a potential naneinf run, so I just kind of leaned into it to see where the build would go. Enjoy the video. Thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate that. Two pair would have gotten us there already. Huh? That was a series of very unfortunate draws and what seemed like a sure thing.
Well met.
Speaking of a sure thing. Alright, so here I think we want to try and get delayed gratification value more than anything. But that combined with an early riffraff could get my money sorted pretty quickly. Let's go Uranus for the time being. Not going to turn down a black hole. It's 8 and 3 because we might want a 6 cents later. So we want to get rid of the Molt Jokers at this stage. Probably not before opening this pack, though. What are these? Let's go Plutonium for the long term. Don't need this voucher yet. Oh, let's just clear it. Is there ever a time where it'd be better to take a planet than a black hole for constellation or fool purposes? Yeah, I've done it before. People don't like it.
Well met.
And, I mean, there are arguments as to whether or not it's better. It depends on the context. I don't think it's, even in a situation of constellation or fool, it could arguably be better to take the black hole still, but there are definitely situations where that might come up. Do probably want a purple. We don't have a discard for the upcoming boss blind, so we're not going to get delayed gratification value here. Hello. So we definitely want to do this. Probably one of these. Let's go temperance first because our temperance value is pretty weak right now, and then use the death, so that's in the fool. We're still going to sell these two, I think. Suppose we can roll here. Probably a little bit too much. So we want to either play high card or 2 pair. Okay, we actually gain money from getting a second gold card. Yeah, let's think about. Ooh, I love this fella. 4 of a kind. Probably not. Let's do this. Way too early for an Ecto. No, thank you. Send a high card. How's that looking? Good, not great. Yeah, so we did sort out the YouTube. It wasn't just ad situation, it was age restriction, which is kind of bad. But the video where that happened, it got resolved. It didn't happen to the video that I posted after that. But, like, I'm just kind of concerned Because of the change in policy, it might happen again, so I don't know. Let's actually open this, see if we can get some Pluto action. And we roll here, see if we can get some tarot cards. I don't know if I want the voucher just yet. Could use some stone cards for the time being. And then we sell these fellas. And we have a bit of awkwardness against the boss blind, potentially. We don't want these. We'll probably just get the voucher on the way out when it's a little bit less harmful. Don't want to add more stone cards. Probably want to play 2 pair going into this particular boss blind. Nice. Rebate is honestly a little bit early for where we are in the run right now. It still could be good money though. And we might as well pick up another foil joker and hold money. Okay. We hit a 2 pair. L, thank you for the gifted membership. Let's see if we can maybe hit a better pair than these 9s. Okay. What if I don't play 2 pair at all and just instead play a single pair with a stone card? What does that look like? Pretty good, in fact.
Well met.
Hot fish, thank you for the 2 months. Grabber is good. It's free money, and it's not actively harmful, so it's one that you probably just want to snag right away. I kind of like death on an early purple. More Pluto maxing. Yep. And you gotta go. Okay, then. That's a lot of foil. Might as well look for more of the gold cards. Also looking to discard 9s. Or 4s. There's one. Stencil,
Well
probably
met.
not it. Let's look for a red seal. Roll. Nice. I think we probably want the hung man here. Although getting a death in the fool is also a good idea. Want a smaller deck so that we can find things better. And I'll take another purple, actually. It's 3 purple seals. That's a pretty good start. I mean, the riffraff's just hanging out here to give me 50 chips at this point. And I am okay with that. Beautiful. Keep the 6 in case of a 6th sense. Shouldn't be a big problem in terms of the boss blind. Red seal? Very nice. See if we can break this jack. Maybe the ace would have been better to try and break. How many non-purple kings are you willing to add before stopping? I always feel like I don't take enough, but I don't want to clutter too much. Yeah. This is something that I've like learned both from talking and watching Doc Spectored. It's a great question. But like the because the purple seals and tarot cards in general are like self-synergistic and sort of self-enabling, you can use the purple seals to like remove the clutter associated with the purple seals a lot of times, right? So if it's early on especially, you can get a lot of like towers and stone and even glass, as well as like obviously deaths and hanged mans to... I'm gonna take the money here. To like declutter your deck so they end up being more efficient in terms of deck fixing if you get a lot of them early, and then you can start paring them down late. So hopefully that made some amount of sense. Actually, could have been worth a voucher skip there. It's a little early yet, but we don't always see the voucher, right? Unfortunate timing on that purple seal after I just talked it up, too. Gary and Dominator, thank you for the memberships. Alright, we still need a red seal. They don't exist. If I had a Chad, that would be more appealing. It is still pretty appealing, to be honest with you. One more, cool. Discarding 9s. We found them. Also found our 6s, apparently. You have anything for me? Yep. That's pretty good. It's not necessary at this stage in the run, but I'm not going to turn it down. Okay, there's a red seal as well. Let's see what's in the box. We need that, and we need this on the red seal. This is an outlandishly good shop. Yep, it stays winning. What? Okay. It's probably enough rolling for now. It's going to be awkward in this particular situation. We want to discard the king still. But not two of them at the same time on this boss blind. Or any boss blind, really. We would just care about the burnt joker here. I'm gonna keep one king here, I think, and I do want to find that Jacob. Not that one. Let's use this for now. But not the strength, because the jack is the thing that matters. Perfect. There's the strength. Okay, I just want to change. I want one more strength, and I want to change that steel card to a hello gold card. Start here. need these. Don't need those. That's perfect.
Well met.
Let's go one more roll. Well, I think we just take another red seal here. Like, with the purple seals, we should have decent deck fixing ready to go. Looking for sixes. There's one. Timing to some of these discards is not ideal, but it'll be fun. What got you into gambling? Nothing, I don't gamble. Balatro is very much not a gambling game. Tell that to YouTube, I did, and they agreed. Or Peggy? Yeah, Local Thunk did, and they agreed. You and you. Don't want to discard a straight here. Do want to discard my... Oh, I shouldn't have killed that 8. I should have... Reading the mail-in rebate explains the mail-in rebate, I guess. When you play Nubby's Number Factory, though, I've actually considered it. It looks pretty fun. Because I did have a lot of fun with Billionaire as well. Roffle, this is my first time in chat. Is that true? Because that does not have a first-time chatter message associated with it. Oh, it's because you spam that 3 times. You've done it. You've received my attention. Okay, now we're getting a lot of first-time chat messages that are legitimate. Welcome, everybody. Plutonium. Hi, Roffle. This is my first time chat. You can tell because the border is purple. Thank you, Collie, for that wonderful first-time chatter message. Don't make me read this name. Load Pumper. Thank you for the bits. What is your favorite kind of sandwich? A hot dog.
Well met.
Smashly, thank you for the 4 months. This is my first time chatting, I believe it. Gift card angle? Where are we? -1 hand size. Probably don't need any help with our point scoring at the moment. And we are discarding 4s. Very nice. Didn't get a lot of money. My discards weren't great there, admittedly, but like the boss blind is one that I find annoying, so. Those synced up? Dennis, thank you for the membership. Did anyone else hear that? Let's just get that out of the way before I forget, which has been known to happen. Ooh. That's actually kind of nice. We need more purple tarot action. 1 hand type.
Well met.
Okay. Find the red seal.
Well met.
Unlucky. Kind of want the red seal gold at this stage, but I also just want to free up a death. So I'm going to do that.
Well met.
Leon, thank you for the prime. Probably don't really care much about these, but maybe there's more purple, maybe there's a blue. More purple. More removal for non-purple. Do we need a Matthew Adore? No.
We're gonna be rich.
Strength. Nice. Hello.
Well met.
Dre, thank you for the prime. Haven't forgotten about you. Yep. Yep. That's why we got the gift card. More death. Guess we don't really need a chariot, but might as well fill out our inventory slots here.
Well met.
Great googly moogly.
Well met.
I don't think we need that, so we can just use this. And hit you with one of these. Will this be a video? I don't know. I can't see the future. Guess I just take this along for the ride. It also does get, like, gift card value at least, so it's probably just worth. You and you can die. You two can die, and I know that we're on 8s right now, but I want to make a more future-proof play and start adding stones to that so that we can more reliably hit kings on the rebate. It's kind of the main goal for our deck fixing right now is to get the rebate online. That boss blind doesn't matter. Unfortunate. Red Duck, thank you for the super chat. How soon does each turn get uploaded? Depends on a variety of factors. Like, oh, okay. Editing takes time. Scheduling takes time, and so it very much depends on numerous factors. Wait, we just double tapped the hallucination there? And hit, like, exclusively very good tarot cards off of it. We're now at 15 out of 32 with 4 stone cards. I didn't need to sell that yet. Okay. Still looking for Joker, so there's a little bit of reason to reroll still, but we're also approaching the point where we maybe care a lot less about the burnt Joker. How many queens? 1? Start strengthening these, maybe. Still need point scoring from somewhere, right? Okay. We've already seen the diamond boss. Oh, welcome, Murphy. Okay, the addition of the brainstorm actually makes the boss blind do something, which is annoying. I was really planning on it not doing something. We missed. Might as well try again. $4 for a chance at some tarots. I think we have enough purple at this juncture, right? With this size of a deck, so no thank you. And polychrome simply doesn't matter. Imagine paying more than Balatro to get coached at Balatro? Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like there's no amount that I could charge that would be worth my time that would also, like, be an equivalent exchange of value, to be honest with you, is the main reason I don't do it. We don't really need that Midas Mask. It came a little bit late. I forgot. Kings? Okay. Might as well start working these up, I suppose. Okay. Is this one, right? And then this is our Baron. Oh. Coconut, thank you for the bits. At runner, I got 3 Turbulays, Blueprint, Sock and Busk, and Mime, and then a negative Baron, but my deck was Queens. How does one cope with the blunder such as this? Well, Baron and Mime already aren't synergistic with Tribulay and Sock, right? So it sounds like you got a really good Tribulay run. I don't know what there would be to cope with there. Why strength? What do you mean? Why not strength when I'm still working on deck fixing? We are looking for jokers, so let's roll down a bit more aggressively here. Woo! Do we need high card levels anymore? Probably not. Seems fun. We can maybe get an Ecto that route. Grass-fed, thank you for the prime.
Well met.
Okay, well this ends up just being better. Voucher skip, so we need to look for some Jacob Cola. No, not that. Are we just turning a king into a king?
Well
That feels
met.
bad. Okay, go like this. What's left in our deck? Yeah, a few things that I might want. Oh! That's fine. That was purely a play just for the plus 50 aura. See? As well do this. Flip these. I might be inclined to add another 6 right now. Yerp. Do I have any queens left? 1 ace and 1 6, and then those stone cards. You can see the Tarot Merchant is kind of getting in the way right now. Kind of limiting my need for tarot and want more money. The reserve parking will come back around quickly. I want another chance at the 6 cents here. And we've already got a good econ joker with the rebate. Now we're skipping and looking for blueprint.
Well met.
Dan, thank you for the 6 months in advance. Strength doesn't help. Harris, thank you for the super chat. I think. So no value off of the devil here. Ecto me. Alright. That's why we keep the Sixth Sense. Phenomenal. Did say I wanted a blue seal. None of these other ones actually do anything, but I don't know. Polychrome looks pretty. Unlucky. Okay, so we need a DNA. We go in on the Ecto here, and this is going to get sold for the invisible anyway. Then I would not mind finding another rebate now. Caleb, thank you for the sub. Just get a rare joker out of the pool, maybe? I have one ace left to murder. Kind of rather find a death, but I should have taken those into the, that's good. Into the Arcana pack. It's money. Okay. Let's grab the Fool, and remember that there's a Fool in the shop. You... Take this. Nice. Take this. Let's just go next. I want to copy this right now. Where's the ace? There it is. Uh-oh. I need to pay closer attention to my deck composition. Let's do this instead. Morty's. Thank you for the super chat. Daily reminder that this man put green deck in B tier. Okay. I forgot to move the mime. Green deck is good. Also, tier lists are dumb. But I don't know what the point of that was. There's the rebate. Okay, I do have to be careful because I don't have a lot of kings. Also, I'm just going to have to sell out of it anyway, so why was I looking for it so hard? Ethanator, thank you for the super chat. Congrats on the Black Stake win. Very nice. I can discard 3 here. Probably more, but what's in here? Discard like this. And then hit you with one of these. Again, I think we've hit diamonds. We don't have the reroll voucher yet, which is concerning. Probably get away with one of these. Just in time.
Well met.
Also, I should have sold this. I forgot that the mime works on the blue seal. Violent Moth. Thank you for the prime. Well, that's extraordinary for a number of reasons. First and foremost, we have a DNA. Second of all, if I felt inclined to take a second Ecto, it wouldn't risk the DNA, so... The Polychrome is completely and utterly meaningless, but... other than it like, prevents a second Ecto from landing on it. 1 and 3. Unfortunate. Alright. We need Blueprint, we need Showman.
Well met.
This helps. Grace, thank you for the gifted sub. Nope. This might be a situation where I don't necessarily use the DNA. Or at least not copy it, right? Because I don't want to accidentally copy a non-red seal. Yeah. Mime. So that was an unfortunate DNA pull. Yeah, there was a momentary Finding Nemo mode. Oh! Honestly, until I get the... Well, that's gonna be a problem that gets solved very quickly. Okay, it's just Showman mode now. Let's do Temperance first. I think deaths are going to be more important. We're just looking for Showman. And maybe that's it. Ooh, maybe I take this fellow with me. Because we don't have the reroll voucher yet. That could be a way that this dies. It probably roll down to about 20-ish. And I'm just going to sell this because it's been blocking the blue seal generation for a while now. Really want to do 4 here. Alright, we copying the Red Seal Steel Kings, because we're copying the Red Seal Gold Kings, which are better. Also, I don't think we have any Red Seal Steel Kings. Oh, we have one, but that's only by accident. Showman? Another day, another asking, another day of answering streamer, why aren't you taking, or why aren't you making steel cards? Such is the life. For the Showman, it would either be the mail-in rebate, which is risky because then we'd have less money, or the Luchador, which is risky because then we'd die to a lot of boss blinds. So I'd have to make a decision there. Chris, thank you for the super chat. This money Roffle is printing, the economy is going to collapse and all the money goes to the Baron? Yeah. Yeah. I'm single-handedly creating inequality within Balatro. Need some reroll vouchers ASAP? We just need vouchers in general ASAP. That's like the only thing that we're missing right now. Is a lot of vouchers. Death, good. Temperance, good. There's our showman. All right, decision points. I really want that rebate, but I'm a coward. So I'm going to take the showman here. In favor of that, and then we just roll down a little bit less aggressively. Micah, thank you for the super chat. Right, that's how that works. And now we're looking for a blueprint brainstorm and more deaths. Jesus. Send it. Is this relatively average run seeded? This is a very average run, yes. But no, it's not seeded. But I think you know that, and we're doing a meme. Massive deck can come from Immolate? Surprisingly not, I don't think. No, I had a chance at Immolate and I took a red seal instead, I think. Oh, rebate's back. Yeah, we just made a lot of purple seals early. Showman for the extra luchador, genius, it's true. I mean, you never know when I will need it, right? We're one bad plant away from just, like, losing the run. Jake? Had to be done. Jake? It's fine. Although, no, it doesn't really help much for me right now. This is probably better. I don't want magic trick, I don't think. Okay, this is definitely better. And we're just right back where we were. But now we can roll harder because we have the rebate. Caleb, thank you for the bits. Have you considered Matador into plant is super money? Yes. It's also super death. But at least we'll die rich. Boy, that's a lot of deaths. Probably don't need you anymore. Cool. Do we have the first hand size voucher? I think we do, right? So we need both rerolls, Overstock Plus, and Palette. Is Plant the only boss that kills you right now? Very far from it. Pretty good shot. God. Annoying, but fine. Do we just, like, take the magic? I should have taken the crusty. we take the magic trick here, though? That poor luchador? Yeah, he's gonna
Well
get
met.
whiplash. Let's go parking mode. Shouldn't be rolling as hard when I don't have the rebate, though. I do still want to make some more red seals. Visnek shop, I'm calling it. I would skip it. Rat. Thank you for the bits. That poor luchador, you were single-handedly paying his rent. Now what will he do? Not my problem. I think I'm just gonna take the magic trick. I'll take the magic trick and not take the this will almost assuredly come back to haunt me. I'm gonna take the magic trick, but not the planet voucher and not the second layer of this. That's my plan for now. Dancy, thank you for the gifted sub. Wait, got some of our money back. Why did you take the voucher? I literally just explained it. I don't know how I could have done a better job of it. So, that, like, sincerely must be bait. Adam, thank you for the bits. Okay, not a real boss blind. That's real good. All right. Just have one more thing we need off of the Showman. If we get the vouchers, which largely relies on getting a voucher skip right now, I think this could be a naneinf run pretty easily. Caleb, thank you for the prime. But vouchers are one of the things that are maybe least under my control, aside from like the skips that we've taken. Do I have any non? Yeah, I have a few non-red seals still. Probably also just want to do this for organizational purposes. We missed, but that's fine. Orion, thank you for the super chat. Skipped an extra mime but took parking, but wouldn't mime be more money? No. Maybe, but also that's why I paused and thought about it. But I think the combination of mime plus parking would have the potential to net more money. If we, maybe not when we're copying DNA, because we can't like move it, but I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to roll too hard here because we're still wanting to have a surplus of money so that we can go on a hunt for like a luchador if it ends up being necessary. There we go. How many cards needed to beat the naneinf? Not sure, but that's not going to be our limiting factor. Because we've got like 12 antes of DNA value before that matters in the slightest. But yeah, it's like 78 or something. It depends on your Joker roster. It's the best time to pivot to seal cards when you need to. Or rather, when you have to. Okay. So Jokers are set, it's just vouchers now. So there's no point in re-rolling shops unless we get a boss blind that kills me. Ecto and Burglar next, right? Nope. We have 12 antes of just farming vouchers. And then we look for Burglar. That's a voucher skip. We don't have a lot of cola lined up, though. But at least we got it. Four new vouchers, and one that we can't take. Just make them all look shiny. Okay. So we're looking for palette and director's cut right now. It's a shame. But this is why we took, part of why we took the magic trick is that clears a full voucher. So it makes it more likely. And like the second version doesn't have any impact after the first. Okay. So that cleared 2 full vouchers, right? This one. This doesn't do anything. This is another voucher cleared. So it wasn't bad. We got... It would have been nice if the Tarot Tycoon didn't show up, though. It's fine. It's another voucher cleared, and it's one that, like, contributes. So it does more than just, like, clear a voucher. It, like, actively contributes to our game plan. Okay. Just because of how early we got the DNA, it might be time to start making some steel just so that we don't bury the steel late. So we can maybe do some alternating. Just because I'm not used to having, like, the DNA usually isn't copied this much at this stage in the run. But so, like, we run the risk of drowning our deck in gold if we're not careful. So, reluctantly, I'm taking an earlier pivot to steal here. Does the card addition matter? Not in the slightest, no. But it looks nice. Oh, I meant to make steel here. Next time. Drowning in gold doesn't sound like a bad way to die. I don't know. That sounds kind of miserable to me. Didn't that happen to one of the Targaryens in the early seasons of Game of Thrones? He didn't seem to enjoy it. I mean, the flint's annoying, but not really a problem for me.
Well met.
They're mad. Thank you for the prime. Sure. Feels like a bunch of deaths in this run? Yes. That's part of why we got online so quickly. Simply learn to swim in gold? What do you think I'm doing right now? I'm learning to swim in gold. Oh. Huge relief. It might have come just in time, Craigasm. I don't remember what our scoring is looking like. I don't think I want to take an Ecto here. Because we're still short a, we're at E15? E20. Cool. I think E20 is when we copy steel. Ethanator. Thank you for the super chat. Could be a YouTube video, we'll see. It's not there yet, and there's still, like, the burglar farming late that could kill us. E21? Yeah, so as long as we copy steel, we'll be fine. It might be worth, like, rolling to find a chariot to make sure that we get steel. Because I think with gold, it's a little bit worse, but I haven't tested a full gold hand and paid attention since we got the full assortment of jokers here. But because we got the DNA so early, that's also very positively contributing to our money. How do you feel about using quality of life only mods like Cartomancer for these type of runs? I think it's fine. I'm just like, I don't know. I've had bad experiences with mods, so I'm reluctant to do it. And like Steam modded sometimes inject some weirdness in. But I don't know. If I were smart, I'd probably do it. It's just, I don't know. People already accuse me of cheating in this game as it is. I don't really need to Had another reason for the accusations. Does quality of mod make you worried though? What mods did that have corrupted the file? Well, like, I think certain interactions with Talisman have done it in the past, which is one of the ones that like speeds up animations as well as like allows you to go further with your scoring than the game naturally allows. That latter part is especially like concerning for corrupting save files, I think. So I wonder if we take a skip tag or a double skip just so that we can get another hit of a voucher, right? Like, we don't get anything from shops right now. It costs a lot of money. I think it's fine. I should have saved one of those. What was I thinking? Okay, we're just gonna do this. Spectre did a lot of runs at repeatedly in vanilla with quality of life mods, yeah? Yeah. But, like, also the things that Spectre does isn't comparable to just, like, a vanilla-style run like this, right? Like, part of the reason I don't install the quality of life mods is I don't really need them for a pretty basic run like this. So. Why is Doc so good? Experience, patience, variety of things. Oh, I meant to take that skip. It's fine. We'll never get punished. We are missing exactly 2 vouchers, though. We need pallet, and we need retcon. But we have 16 antes to get them? 15 antes to get them? Right, because we have any ante between 24 and 32 to get the... well, I guess we probably need pallet before ante 24. You can't run out of money either? Yeah. But we don't have anything that we need to spend money on for a while, so we can just keep hoarding money, which is nice. I'm just gonna do this. I want to make sure that we're adding steel, and I don't want to, like, have to wait out this ridiculous 1 in 8 snipe. Okay, that's another full voucher cleared at least. Oh! I think I gotta take the risk. Oh, man. We have not seen the plant yet. Yeah, maybe we can see if we can play a pair. I think that's actually... I think we're probably still there with a pair if we go... here, because this isn't going to win, and then we can, yeah, we can, this is maybe just like, oh wait, we can't get DNA value is the problem. So that's kind of an issue. So let's, I know it's stupid, but let's discard down. And then see if we can get away with it like this. One. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're at the break-even point. It doesn't really matter, but because we have some gold. Yeah, this is way beyond what we need. I didn't even need to hold this much steel. Like, it doesn't matter how much steel we have, I don't think. Okay. So we don't need to worry about the ox then.
Well met.
Bye-bye. Holy. I give you the 25 gifted subs. And Adam, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. Let's get our jokers in the right spot at the start here. I don't even know if it's worth $4 to open those, to be honest with you. Robbie, thank you for the bits. And Violet Moth, thank you as well. Turd. Thank you too. One more. One more before ante 24. So we have, what, 6 antes to get to one more voucher? Hanky. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, this is the first run of the day. It's a certified first run of the day moment. Hand size is the voucher we need, yeah. Pendragon, thank you for the donation. NT24 is a boss blind that cannot be the serpents, so we need to be able to beat it on our own merits, which we don't currently have the score for, but if we get another hand size, we'll be able to do so. And then from there, we won't be able to beat the scores anymore, but we can reroll for serpent in order to get there. So NT24 is important because it's frequently the choke point for runs like this.
Well met.
And Arrow, thank you for the prime. Cool. Has one obtained such a Joker roster? A lot of money. How do you beat Anti-32? Here's the neat part. We don't. But that's fine. Odie, thank you for the super chat. Welcome to the stream. Wouldn't a second Ecto be worth it to keep the DNA since it's effectively +5 hand size with 4 copy effects? So it's +5 hand size, right, or +4 hand size right now. You're suggesting I take a second Ecto so that I could copy it again. So that I could copy it again and get 1 additional hand size. That'd be +6 -1, 5. But the second Ecto is -2 hand size, so that would be net -1 hand size. Obviously, we'd make up for it by being able to copy the Baron and the Mime, but there's like no reason to take a risk on an Ecto right now because there's no, like, that costs us a lot of money to roll down for another blueprint or a brainstorm, right? Math is hard. I think it's just that most people don't realize that, like, Ectos are incremental.
Well met. Well met.
But I do. They're what? They're incremental. The first one is 1, the second one is 2, the third one is 3, and it continues on.
Well met.
Cheeks. Thank you for the 3 months. Like, you can do this type of run with the second Ecto, it's just not mandatory, and comes at a potential risk, right? So why put a sure thing at risk? Sorry to nitpick, but that's not incremental, that's progressive?
Well
okay.
met.
Thank you, Bye-bye. And thank you, Raider, for the gifted subs as well. I think Bob I was maybe just trying to, yeah, work in a car insurance ad into that. You gotta at least add hashtag sponsored. Well, there's our serpent. I need to remember to skip for the double tag this time because I forgot last time. Rovalanche. Thank you for the prime. Yeah, we worked out the YouTube situation. I'm still waiting to hear back on some parts of it. Because Murphy still has a video that is flagged as age restricted, and I want to try and get that fixed, but I've been assured that it was just an issue with the change in policy that has been resolved. But it hasn't happened on the most recent video, which is reassuring. It's just because of Murphy's raw sexual magnetism. That might be it, actually. There may be no hope for that video of his. Have you ever seen a legendary this late in the game? Seems they only come in the first few antes. Yeah, I have. Because chat yells at me when I don't take them. Skip reminder, thank you. I do need that because I'm not used to taking skips and I just autopilot sometimes. I guess we can do this because it's funny. Imagine that reserve parking were negative, though. Violent Moth. Thank you for the bits. And the second reminder to skip. I guess I might as well. Since when do you listen to chat? Look, there's a difference between chat reminding me to do a thing that I was already planning to do, and chat telling me to do a dumb thing that doesn't make any sense, right? Feeling like a broken record again, but like context is important. Chat is a servant instead of a heckler. Your words, not mine.
Well met.
Arrow set, thank you for the gifted subs. And Death's Heart, thank you for the membership. What if I ask you to do something because it would be funny? Well, yeah, that's also different too. Usually people demand things that I do that they think will be funny, but it's just the same, like, repeated meme that I've heard, you know, every 15 minutes for every stream that I've ever done playing this game. Moss Flowers, thank you for the donation.
Well met.
Cue Ball Mania, thank you for the prime. Scumbag, thank you for the bits. Congrats on becoming an uncle. Oh yeah. And Alpha Tater, thank you for the bits. Okay, another voucher cleared. And a voucher skip. We're gonna need to reroll the boss blind. Here. Take a Ouija and kill the run. Is that funny, chat? See, that's the same joke that I hear on repeat every time. Alright, skip. Reroll. Spades should be fine. Jasmine, thank you for the bits. Look, I need this money. I need this money. I can't donate it. I need it. It's for me. It's called effective altruism. Once I have all of the money, then I can put it to the most insane cause you've ever heard of, like interplanetary exploration. And then just think of how much that will contribute to the well-being of you right now, which is none at all. Shut up. But it's important that I have this money nonetheless. Crimson Iron, thank you for the donation as well. Unfortunate. At least it's another voucher cleared, but not the one that we need. Finally seed money? I don't need it though, is the problem. Automan, thank you for the prime.
Well met.
Perkio run confirmed. I think it's a little late for that, even with how quickly this got online, unfortunately. How many are even left? There's still quite a few. We have 2 more here, 1 more here, and then planets. Is there anything else that we're just completely missing? I can't think of anything, but there. It feels like just based on the visuals there that we're missing something else. So 7 more? Yes, but like there's some that we simply cannot take, or it will put the run at risk. Summer, thank you for the donation. When the store runs out of vouchers, it just gives you additional copies of blank voucher that don't unlock another antimatter. Okay, that's a good one to hit. Going back in time. Oof. Nope. Nope. It's also kind of annoying. Those are a lot of really annoying boss blinds consecutively. Okay. It's like a who's who of run-ending boss blinds. We just missed the Psychic is the only one. That one Spade King is targeted. I think I killed him. Yep. He's dead now, so he doesn't have to worry about that. I killed that fella before the first time we saw the Spade boss. So now we have seen every boss. Thought that was a bad voucher. Doesn't make him have 2 less hand size for the Serpent. I'd have 0 discards on the Serpent when we go burglar mode, so it's irrelevant. We killed Geralt, oh no. I think Netflix did that from my understanding. I'm kind of being lazy here, but we do have a decent amount of money. But we'll probably need more. It would just be nice to get the pallet and get this out of the way, though. Keep wanting to skip forward in the video like I'm on YouTube? Well, why would you want to miss this beautiful chorus of beeps and boops? Enough. It's the highest your money has ever been in vanilla? Probably right around here. We got a good econ online very quickly. Is there a leaderboard for how many unseeded naneinfs one person has? Not that I'm aware of, but that's not why we're doing it. My enjoyment of Balatro is greater when it's not competitive. You need 4 total blueprints and brainstorms to complete Ante 24. Yeah, I believe so, with this setup. We also, I think, need the hand size voucher. Unlucky. So that's a dud. Could also use probably, like, Bean is +1 hand size, right? Should maybe check our top end. Like, as long as we don't keep rolling Planet Merchant consecutively, I think it'll be fine. E80. I don't remember what we need. I think it's a little short though, isn't it? 24 is E77. And what did we just get? E80? Why is my brain so bad? Yes? Okay, so we're actually just cruising. Palette might be necessary for naneinf, but that gives us more time, right? Because we can still Serpent farm. With or without the burglar to stay alive. Planet voucher appears again next ante, gonna be annoying? Yeah, I mean, if... Like, there's theoretically 3, 4... It's pretty unlikely, right? There's at least 4 other vouchers. 1, 2, 3, 4. But this is a no-go as well, the upgraded version of this. This one clears, so it's pretty neutral. Same thing here. And then this is just the GG. So, we've got a lot. But knowing where we are with our score, we've got a lot of time before we've got more time than I expected before we need to worry about it. %20 chance to hit? Yeah, but it's like 20% every ante, right? And there's certain vouchers that improve that chances every ante. Pretty blessed run? Yes. There's no denying that. This was, so far, the easiest setup that we've had by a pretty wide margin. But we still do have to, like, get the voucher and then find the burglar. So we still need some money here. It's possible to have a nat negative Perkio. Yes. The problem here is that I can't, like, even aim for that goal because it would require selling out of a Joker, which would kill me. Because you still have to have room to use the soul card. Did the pillar used to debuff cards made with DNA? I don't think so. Can't take that. So we're just in the unfortunate scenario where we're kind of ping-ponging between those two. We're still at like E72 with a bunch of gold cards, but... we're also going to have a harder time finding the gold cards because we've been stuffing steel. But we just need that, like... that 5% or no, not even 5%, 20%. At 1 in 5 is what I was trying to say. We just need that 1 in 5 chance to hit once in the next 10 antes. 9 antes, I guess. Okay. You have like an 87% chance to hit. And that's not even accounting for, or is that accounting for the fact that like clearing a voucher will improve the odds, right? Terror voucher is a no-go because it clogs the shops and makes it very hard to find the burglar, which we still will need. Well, wait, does 2 Terror give the Terror cards on the shop? Times 4x. Which is too much. It might be, if we get past ante 24 and we start really needing to dig, and we're running out of time, it might be worth just to clear a voucher. But I don't think we're at a stage where it's necessary right now. I think it's a greater risk to the run to take it than it is not to at this stage.
Well met.
Mithrand. I don't know how much steel I actually need here. I give it the 3 months. So we're just gonna kind of eyeball it. Could have done it with minimum steel, that's what I figured, but I don't know. What is our deck looking like? It's almost entirely steel at this point. We're gonna start having the opposite problem where we drown out the gold cards, but at this stage in the run, that's probably a bigger or a better problem to have than not being able to find steel. Okay, that's a voucher cleared. Probably will want to reroll that. Definitely will want to reroll that. That one's fine. Okay, here we probably do need more steel, but not this much, but that's fine. Can you reroll more than once with the second instance of the voucher? Yes. Oh, welcome, Cyborg. Yep. Do we roll it to the serpent? I don't think that'll likely be money positive, right? So we don't need to, because we don't need to yet, I don't think there's any reason to. Bye-bye, they give you the bits. Last time I tried to calculate the gold-steel ratio required to reliably get a naneinf during the stream and fell asleep. Understandable. I know, like, Doc's brought it up, where at a certain point you want like a 50-50 split, but I forget where that threshold is. But that's why Doc is better at this game than me, because they've got the experience, having done it multiple times, to like have those landmarks and math those types of things out. We just go purely based on vibes here. One hand type, again, is fine. Alright, there are some anti-8 boss blinds that could be annoying, but we do have the double reroll. Okay. GG. It's just now a game of, do we find the burglar in time? Which, with $5,500, it's gotta feel like it's impossible to whiff, right? Yeah, and Overstock Plus, and reroll Glut. Let's find our top end here, because this might give me extra shops next ante, if I'm able to clear in, like, the small and the big blind. Took me 3,500 across ante 29, 30 shops. I started to panic. Yeah. The burglar rolling is always one of the most, like, the vouchers feel the most outside of your control, but like the burglar rolling feels like it's the least reliable, or the biggest failure point, because it's all, like, you're so far into the run, so you're more invested by the time you're looking for it.
We're gonna be rich.
Smoky. I give you the tip. Do not need to take a nap, though. You might be thinking of yourself. Why aren't we rolling for the burglar yet? Well, because then we die to the boss blind. So, I want to avoid dying to the boss blind. It's possible to get gold stake naneinf. Yep, people have done it. It's obviously not easy. But, like, endless scaling in... gold stake is the same as endless scaling on white stake. So once you get to about ante 12 or 13, which with the right setup, you know, you can be well positioned for, like, once you get past ante 13, it's just like you're playing on white stake, but with less options for your jokers sometimes. So the scaling isn't any different. As soon as you get past that choke point. Perishable and rental baron. Well, rental wouldn't necessarily be a problem. But, like, the perishable would be. Okay, E86, which is important to note because that I think that's maybe enough to get through the next ante. Nope. It might be possible with a...
We're gonna be rich.
I think we could probably clear this, but I don't want to risk it. Full steel was E87. Yeah, but what was the multiplier? That's probably too risky to... At least we have no margin of error. It gives 8.1. So we die to the boss blind. Well, I guess we'll take the serpent anyway. But it's fine. I'm not going to risk it here. Because there's just no reason to. Roll to about 30 or so. Nope. Cool. How hard do we want to farm the money here? Probably worth trying to get more gold cards in hand. Even if it's tedious. And it gets more tedious with each round. And sell reserve. Yeah, I was gonna get out of the DNA for reserve parking if we found it, but. it does indeed make it more tedious, but makes it more likely to happen as well. Only failure point this run was running out of money? Yeah, running out of money before we found the burglar. And me just, like, making a blunder as well could be a possibility.
Well met.
Hammer, thank you for the prime. Hey, welcome, Flying Octopus. Spitz, thank you for the bits. Oh, we are way over. DNA of the golden serpent farms the steel since you have so much more of it. I'm aware. But that also includes a risk. Because when we have the burglar, we can't discard. I know what I'm doing. Thank you. Seeing a lot of uncommon jokers that aren't the one that we want. Spectral pack useful at all? Nothing is useful for this run other than finding a burglar right now. Okay. Time to get real tedious with it. I think I'm gonna roll down a little bit further now since we have the reserve parking. That's funny. One more. Two more. Plant. There we go. Boy, that was expensive. That's funny. Alright, so here we want to use our discards first, right? Since we're going to copy like this at the start. Or do we need to copy like this so that we don't accidentally win? There's the late soul, yeah. It's just there's not a single joker that can help me at this stage. Oh my god, this is tedious. I'll be right back. I need to get some coffee for this nonsense.
Well met.
Lonely Anchovy, thank you for the 2 months. Enjoy your nap.
Well met.
And Flying Octopus, thank you for the prime. Oh boy, that's getting real nice and high-pitched, isn't it?
Well met.
Dawn, thank you for the 2 months.
Well met.
And Dead Steel, thank you for the 5 gifted. We started at what, like 5,000? Before we rolled the shop a bunch. Eat. I give it the bits. It is a certified rat jam moment. I think 5.5k or something? Oh, okay. So we did. So well, that was between the Serpent and the shop, right? So we lose about 500 or so per ante. We might be able to reroll some more. Micah, thank you for the soup chat. Glad my silly videos have improved your runs. Isn't parking optimization same as Baron optimization? I think you should copy like Baron. Yeah, it was just like I think I'm at the break-even point, so I don't think it mattered either way. Right? I think it was 4 and 5 rather than 5 and 4. Dawn. I give it the bits. Is Burglar only useful for the Serpent boss? In this run, yes. In most runs, it's a very strong Joker. Why are you grumpy? I'm not. You just maybe have a bad sense of people's emotions. Yet still feel confident like talking about them. Mr. Flying Octopus, wait. Weren't you just over on Twitch chat? What are you doing on YouTube? Troubadour, not it. Luchador won't go away. Every uncommon Joker is here. Yep, they're all here. Oops. Bean. We'll roll to 50 here, I guess. That guy. Thank you for the super chat. More. Unfortunate.
Well met.
There we go. This could be the burglar. Imagine. Chicken McGriddle, thank you for the prime. Alright, I'll count it out instead of being lazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so technically it's better like this. Surely this will make all of the difference in the world. Oh, I do need one more level on high card. I'll work on that. Surely chatters won't keep correcting the Joker placement. I mean, they were right, but like, I don't think it's super consequential, like compared to when we're scoring. But some people can't help but optimize the fun out of thing for other people. Why don't you play 5 cards? Because that would be worse for me. For just every possible reason. Alright, one more of these. Yeah, it's just because 5 kings isn't a valid poker hand. Oh my god. I kind of regret the reserve parking. But it's fine. I had a momentary panic there when I looked at the score and realized it wasn't going to be nearly enough, but then I forgot I have one additional hand left. These runs certainly do something to my brain, don't they? Brain good work does? Yeah, exactly.
Well met.
Dancy, thank you for the gifted sub. so we have what? 4 more antes, so 4 more shops. But surely this uncommon tag will just save me. Probably need to roll down a little bit more aggressively with each ante that we increase. Stencil. At least the burglar will be cheaper now. Hiker. Showman. We've seen so many copies of that luchador. It's payback from selling him earlier. Oh my god, I almost like zoned out and missed it. Alright, we're in. Denny's or Waffle House? Oof. Look, they don't have Waffle House near me, but when I go, it's always a treat, man. Just getting a nice crummy breakfast that on the cheap, it's exactly what you need. Just some fried eggs, some of that disgusting fake cheese. It's maybe because I didn't grow up with it. But, like, I do love a Waffle House breakfast. Oh, right, we need the one more Pluto level. When I traveled for work, that was, like, every day for breakfast. Oh, that was quick. Okay. Copies are in the right spot. Alright, chat, if you thought the last hands were tedious, wait until you see these ones. Hanky. Thank you for the bits. Are the numbers looking upwise? They're about to be up to the highest degree possible in this game. The uppest of numbers? Yeah, exactly. Like, when I was in that moment rolling, like, in my brain, I completely forgot what the burglar looked like. And if something didn't distract me, I probably would have rolled past it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Liar, thank you for the bits. What was your most memorable run? I don't remember runs in the slightest, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. As soon as I finish stream, I pretty much forget everything that happened on that stream until I edit that footage into a video and then produce it, and then I completely forget what happened in that. Like, I've done so many runs and edited so many videos, I just have, like, no capacity to hang on to any particular run. But that's fine. What gets me and keeps me playing Balatro is like the novelty associated with each run, even if you do somehow remember them. Chad probably remembers Roffle's run better than he does. I mean, there's a legitimate chance of that, right? Just because I'm like brain blasted by the sheer quantity of runs that I've done and then edited. Aziz, thank you for the super chat. No, I haven't yet, so I'm going to close out of YouTube chat before spoilers happen. Intros have a nice summary. Do you write that as you're editing it? In my brain, yes, and then I just like write it out like as the last step in editing. Red Duck, thank you for the super chat. Congrats on the sweet run. That's a lot of combos that I've talked poorly about, but glad they came together for you. Well, let's take until the last hand. I think so, yeah. I don't think it's necessary to go to the exact last hand, but I don't know. I don't really feel like mathing it out. Do you think the Baron build is the easiest way to get naneinf? Yeah, by a wide margin, especially on just like a random seed like this. So unless you're resetting aggressively for a Perkio, it's the reliable way to, and therefore the easiest way to hit naneinf. Roffle is going full severance mode. I mean, yeah, there's truth to that. By design, I think my my life on stream and off stream are very separate, but I think that's also probably healthy because I don't know. I need to not have my sense of self be either positive or negative. Be predicated on, like, online stuff. So I've just, I guess, self-severed by blacking out everything that happens on stream when I'm off stream. Imagine meeting someone who acts like a chatter IRL. Well, that's the thing. People don't act like chatters or any... Realistically, people just don't act like online users offline. I really think that one Pluto saved the run? Yeah, it wouldn't be nearly as nice without it. It was the Sixth Sense? I mean, unironically, yes. The fact that we got an Ecto off of the second Sixth Sense is pretty absurd. There's a lot of very fortunate outcomes throughout this. Like, doing these types of runs, it gets easier every time you do it because you have the experience, having done it before. But this one was, like, far and away the easiest. What was your longest run? I've had a couple of anti-39 runs that were extremely long. You know how to make sure you get the vouchers you need? Because I lost my perfect run last night because I couldn't find the first level of the boss reroll voucher. That was one of the things that put this run at risk early as well. Early colas can make late vouchers less RNG dependent, right? Because if we look at our vouchers, we have nearly every single voucher. We have every voucher that is viable for us to take, essentially, except for this one. This one is, and like these two. But like, some of that is the result of picking up some colas at situations where maybe we were incentivized, or not necessarily directly incentivized to do so, right? Like we had a full Joker roster, I was putting the run at risk by selling a Luchador to get it, or putting the run at risk by selling a mail-in rebate to get it. But it paid off because we did fortunately find a voucher skip shortly thereafter, so. Early game, the only thing you can really do to try and fix your vouchers is get a lot of cola so that you can take a big voucher skip. It's a good time to switch out of DNA in favor of econ for rerolls. Never. You need the DNA to, well, I mean, you need DNA to get through anti-24 for the, so you put the run at risk in that situation. Unless you're past anti-24, in which case you might get a reserve parking like we did to increase our money. Christian, thank you for the super chat. What's the most viable builds to reach anti-39? Parkio. But even then, that's like really difficult to get online early enough and then have like the velocity to get there. And then there's some like the combination of the Shiko and Turtlebane bugs, or one of those two, is another way you can get there. Okay. Well, we didn't need to use these. But let's count it out again. 1 steel, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 on the mime. So this is fine. All right, send it. I mean, the only difficult part of this one was honestly finding reroll voucher was a little bit sketchy, but like the burglar was also sketchy, but then when it showed up pretty quickly. This is the first run, yep. First run, no resets. After this, can we do an ox blind and waste all our money? That's kind of funny. I like that.
Well met.
Epic's Fish, thank you for the 9 months. Glad you're enjoying the content. And thank you for that continued support. And Cabinets, thank you for the donation. Alright. Almost there. You think we'll beat the ante? It's gonna be close. Alright, get your 07s out. By God, we've done it. Again. Is anyone else hearing those flames, or is my house on fire? Alright, I like the idea of, oh, God. Somebody put it out. I like the idea of, going to $0. So let's find an ox. Don't worry, we'll recover with the investment tag. That was easy. Oh! Wait, no. I gotta optimize my death here, chat. Okay, we're good. Oh, I have to skip first anyway because of the... Streamers save scumming, I can't believe it. Disgusting. Repulsive, I can't believe. Not my streamer. Alright. Huh.